Hey guys, welcome to our channel Coders Arcade. So in today's video, we are going to talk about operators in C. So what are operators? I'm pretty sure that we all are using operators on a daily basis in our day-to-day lives. Let me give you an example. Suppose you are in a shop and you are buying some items. Now you are going to pay for those items to the shopkeeper. Now suppose the total is 475 bucks, but you give the shopkeeper 500 bucks. And now you start calculating in your mind that how much you will be getting back from the shopkeeper. So while you are thinking, you are doing some mathematical operations in your mind. Those operations are done by operators. In this case, operator is minus and the operation is subtraction. So basically, you are thinking here what amount you will be getting back. Similarly, there are many operations in our day-to-day lives, such as division, multiplication, addition, and so on. There are many more operations that we use. Similarly, in C programming, C supports a rich set of built-in operations. So basically, an operator is a symbol that tells the computer to perform certain mathematical or logical operations. Operators can be used in program to manipulate data and variables. Symbols like plus, minus, multiplication, division, all of these symbols are operators. So now let's see how many types of operator we have in C. So C operators can be classified into the following types. Here you can see the first one is the arithmetic operators, then relational operators, then logical operators, then bitwise operators, then assignment operators, the conditional operators, and the special operators. So let us look all these operators one by one. So first one is the arithmetic operators. So what are arithmetic operators? Arithmetic operators are basic operators such as plus, minus, multiplication, division, and modulus. So let us see what all these operators do. So the plus sign here adds two operands. So if we write like 1 plus 1, then 1 and 1 on both the side of this operator on this plus sign are the two operands, and this plus sign is the operator. So what this operator will do will add two operands. Similarly, this minus sign, this minus will subtract second operand from the first. So suppose A minus B. So B will be subtracted from A. Then similarly star. In C, star represents the multiplication. This is the star operator or the multiplication operator. So this will multiply two operands. Now comes the forward slash or the division operator, which is used in C to divide numerator by denominator. So in this case, this operator will divide numerator by denominator in simple fraction. Then comes the modulus operator. This modulus operator gives the remainder of the division. Now suppose this division operator divides the numerator by the denominator, but this modulus operator, what it will do is the remainder which is left by dividing numerator by denominator, that remainder will be fetched by this modulus operator, and this will give the remainder of that particular division. So these are all the arithmetic operators. Now let's go on to the second type, which is the relational operators. So these are all the relational operators. So let's check all of these one by one. So first one is double equals. So what this double equals does is it checks if two operands are equal. That means suppose here we write A double equals B, then it will check if the B has the same value as A. Then comes the second operator, the second relational operator, which is exclamation equals. This means not equals. So what this operator will does is checks if two operands are not equal. Then comes greater than operators. So what it does is it will check if the operator on the left is greater than the operator on the right hand side. Similarly, with this smaller than operator, so this has the opposite of the greater than. So this will check if the operator on the left side is smaller than the operator on the right side. Then comes the second last relational operator, which is greater than equal to. So this will check if the left operand is greater than or equals to the right operand. And similarly, smaller than equals. This will check if the operand on the left is smaller than or equals to the right operand. So these are all the relational operators in C. Let's move on to the other type, which is logical operators. So C language supports following three logical operators. Now suppose value of A is 1 and value of B is 0. Then the first operator here is double ampersand or ampersand ampersand, which means logical and. Here in this case, let's see an example. A ampersand ampersand B is false. What this means is, why is it false? Because value of A is 1 and the value of B is 0. Logical AND means both the values should be same, otherwise it will give us false. So since here value of A is 1 and value of B is 0, so that is why the value is false. Now suppose if the value of B becomes 1, then this value will be changed to true, because now A is 1 and B is also 1. That is why this will give us true. But in this case, since A is 1 and B is 0, both the operands doesn't have the same value. That is why it is giving us false. So in the case of logical AND, both the operators should be same. Then only it will give us true. Otherwise, it will give us false. Then comes the next operator, which is the OR operator. So OR operator is made by writing two pipe symbols. So this single line is called pipe symbol. So if you write double pipe, then in C it will become logical OR operator. So what the logical OR operator does is, it checks if any of the operand value is true, then this will come true. So here in this case, as you can see, value of A is 1 and the value of B is 0. So in this case, A or B is true. Why it is true? Because here the logic behind this is OR means any of the operand value should be true. In this case, we have A is equals to 1 and B is equals to 0. It doesn't matter that A should be 1 or B should be 1. It can be 1 or 0, or A can be 0 and B can be 1, or A can be 0 and B also can be 0. If any of the value is 1, then it will give us true. So this is what OR does is. Now comes the third logical operator, which is the exclamation mark or the logical NOT. So what this logical NOT does is, it will negate the value. So in this case, since A is 1, NOT of A is false. That means NOT of A means this value is negated. That means now after using a NOT operator with A, it will negate the value and it will change the value of A from 1 to 0. That is why it is coming false. If the value will be 1, then it will give us true. But here, since the logical NOT is negating that value, it will give us false. So these are all the logical operators in C. Now let's move on to the other operator, which is the bitwise operator. So what this bitwise operator does is, bitwise means bit by bit calculation. So bitwise operator performs manipulation of data at bit level. These operators also performs shifting of bits from left to right. Now note that bitwise operators are not applied on float or double. So let us see these operators one by one. So this is one single ampersand. This single ampersand means bitwise AND. As in the logical operator, we were using double ampersand. That means logical AND. Here in bitwise operators, we use single ampersand to represent bitwise AND. Similarly, the bitwise OR. Here in logical operator, we were using double pipe sign that was representing logical OR. Here in case of bitwise operator, single pipe means bitwise OR. And then this cap symbol that you are seeing here means that is bitwise exclusive OR operator. Here in this case, basically it's the same as the NOT operator that we talked about earlier in the logical operator, that is the logical NOT operator. Here in this case, it is represented as cap and it is called bitwise exclusive OR. Then comes the left shift operator and the right shift operator. So the left shift operators is represented by this symbol, which is smaller than, and the right shift operator is represented by greater than symbol. So these two, left shift and right shift operators, will be talking about these two operators in our future videos in our advanced topic. So stay tuned to our channel Coders Arcade and like, share and subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon as well so that you'll get notified when I post the video about left shift and the right shift operators. So now let's understand all these bitwise operators with the help of truth table. So this is the truth table for bitwise and bitwise OR and the bitwise exclusive OR. So here, this is the values of A and this is the values of B. And here we are performing operations such as A ampersand B, which is the A bitwise and B, and A bitwise OR B, and A bitwise exclusive OR B. So let's first see about bitwise AND operator. So here, if the value of A is 0 and the value of B is 0, then if we do bitwise AND, then it will give us 0. If the value of A is 0 and the value of B is 1, then it will give us 0. If the value of A is 1 and the value of B is 0, then again it will give us 0. And if the value of A is 1 and the value of B is 1, again it will give us 1. So while performing A bitwise and B, 0 0 means 0, 0 1 means 0, 1 0 means 0, and 1 1 means 1. So this is the A bitwise and B. Now if we talk about A bitwise or B, here in this case, if the value of A is 0 and the value of B is 0 as well, then we'll get 0. If the value of A is 0 and the value of B is 1, then we'll get 1. If the value of A is 1 and the value of B is 0, then we'll be getting 1. If the value of A is 1 and the value of B is 1 again, it will give us 1. So basically, while we do A bitwise or B, then 0 0 means 0, 0 1 means 1, 1 0 means 1, and 1 1 means 1. Now let's see A bitwise exclusive or B. In this case, if the value of A is 0 and the value of B is 0, it will give us 0. If the value of A is 0 and if the value of B is 1, then it will give us 1. Again, if the value of A is 1 and the value of B is 0, then it will give us 1. And if the value of A is 1 and the value of B is 1, it will give us 0. So in this case, A bitwise exclusive OR B means 0 0 will give us 0, 0 1 will give us 1, and 1 0 will give us 1, and 1 will give us 0. So this is the truth table for all the bitwise operator. For the left shift and the right shift, as I told you before, we'll be covering those two bitwise operators in our future videos. So stay tuned for that. Now let's move on to the next operator, which is conditional operator. So here conditional means if-else statement that we generally use in our programs. But here, with the help of conditional operator, you can eliminate the whole if-else statement, and instead of writing if-else statement, we can write the whole if-else statement in one single line. So this is the syntax for the conditional operator. So syntax is question mark and colon. So just before question mark, we write our first expression here. After the question mark, we write second expression here. And after the colon, we write the third expression here. So as you can see on the left hand side, I have written a small program, and then by the help of conditional operator, this conditional operator, I have written on the right hand side, I have written another program which is the same program as the left hand side program. So I have written here int marks. So here I have declared marks as int. So this marks variable will only be able to carry integer numbers into it. So int marks. Then I have used the conditional statement if else. So I have written if marks is greater than 33, then it will print pass. Otherwise, it will print fail. So we can eliminate this whole if else statement with the help of conditional operators. As you can see here, I have written char result. So I have declared a variable result which is the data type char, which means characters. So now result will be able to hold only character type, which is pass or fail. Then I have taken another variable called marks, which is int, so that it can house this value 33 into it. So I have written here, instead of using if else statement, I have written result, this result equals marks greater than 33. This is our first expression here. Before question mark, this is our first expression. So this tells us that this is the first condition. So if marks is greater than 33, then after the question mark, it will print pass. Otherwise, it will print fail. So this colon here represents the else block, and this question mark represents the if block. And this expression 1 here represents our condition. So this means that if marks is greater than 33, then it will print pass, same as here. Otherwise, else it will print fail. Else it will print fail. So this is how you can use conditional operator. So now let's move on to our other operator, which is the assignment operator. C supports following types of assignment operators. So our first assignment operator is equals operator. So what it does is it assigns values from right side operand to left side operand. That means if I write A equals B, now suppose B has a value 20 and A is empty, A doesn't have anything inside it. So if I write A equals B, that means if B is 20, then this value, this 20 value will be carried to A. So now the value of A is also 20. So if I write A equals B and the value of B is 20, then A will also become 20. Then our next operator is the plus equal sign. So what this does is it adds a right operand to the left operand and assign the result to the left. That means if I write A plus equals B, it is same as writing A equals A plus B. So instead of writing A equals A plus B, you can use this operator, which is plus equals, and write A plus equals B. So this will improve the efficiency of our program and reduce the repetition of our code. Again, similarly, minus equals. Now this again means subtract right operand from the left operand and assign the result to left operand. That means A minus equals B is the same as writing A equals A minus B. Similarly, multiply equals or star equals. So what it does is it multiplies left operand with the right operand and assigns the result to the left operand. So again, we can write, instead of A equals A into B, we can just write A star equals B. So it is same as writing A equals A into B. Then our next operator is forward slash equals. That means divide equals. So what it does is it divides left operand with the right operand and assigns the result to left operand, which means A divide equals B is same as writing A equals A divided by B. So instead of writing A equals to A divided by B, we can just simply write A divide equals B. Then comes our next operator, which is modulus equals. So what this modulus equals does is it calculates modulus using two operands and assign the result to left operand. So again, this means A modulus equals B is same as writing A equals A modulus B. So instead of writing A equals A modulus B, we can just write A modulus equals B. So with the help of these operators, we can reduce the repetition of our code and increase our efficiency of our program. So this is all about assignment operators. So let's move on to our next last operators, which are the special operators. So now C supports three special operators. The first special operator is size of. So what it does is it returns the size of an variable. That is, this is the syntax of size of. So we write size of, let's say our variable is x. So we write size of, then in parentheses we write x. So what it does is this will return the size of the variable x. Now next, ampersand sign. Now this ampersand sign in special operators, what it does is it will return the address of an variable. So this is the syntax of writing this special operator, which is ampersand x. So what it does is it will return address of that particular variable, which is x. So for example, x has a value 5. Now where this x equals to 5 is saved on our computer, it will give us the address of that particular memory location in our computer. Next, star operator. So in special operator, star means pointer to a variable. That means if we write star of x, then it will give us the pointer to a variable, which is x here. So this pointer here is a very advanced topic that we will be covering in our future videos. So stay tuned for that. So now you just need to know about this star special operator. So what it does is it will give us the pointer to a variable. So this is all about the operators in C language. So in this video, we covered about arithmetic operators, relational operators, logical operators, bitwise operators, assignment operators, conditional operators, and special operators. So this is all about this video, guys. Thanks for watching. Hope you like the video, and if you like it, then tell us in the comment section below. If you have any doubts, then post them in the comment section. I will definitely try to clear those doubts. Also, like, share and subscribe to our channel Coders Arcade and press the bell icon so that you will get a notification when we post our new video. Thank you. Happy learning.